Hi everyone, in this video I'll show you how to install MySQL Server on Windows operating system. In order to install MySQL, first we need to download the program file from MySQL official website. So go to your browser and write MySQL and enter it. On this first link that says mysql.com, click on it, click downloads. Now scroll down. Click on MySQL Community GPL Downloads link. Under MySQL Community Downloads, click MySQL Installer for Windows. Now under Select Version, you can click this little down arrow key to see the list of available versions. As you can see, it's already detected the latest current version. So select this current version. Under Select Operating System, it's already detected my operating system. You can select your operating system by clicking this Select Operating System. From the installer section, you can choose this Web Community Installer if you want to use MySQL using web that needs online connection. Otherwise, you can choose the MySQL Installer Community and you will be able to use MySQL offline. Click Download. Here you can log in if you have account. You can sign up. Otherwise, you can click no thanks, just start my download. Now click save and this will download and save the installer in your machine. Now as you can see, the download task is done. Go to your downloads folder or click this icon and it will take you to the downloads folder. Now double click on the installer. You can minimize this, and if the app asks you permission, click yes. If it asks you again, click yes. Now from here, since I want to know what I'm going to install in my machine, I'm gonna click custom. Click next. Under select products, from the available products group, highlight MySQL servers and click this little plus button beside the MySQL servers. Expand it. Now highlight MySQL Server installer and click this green arrow key to move this installer to products to be installed group. Now click applications and click this little plus button beside the applications to see the list of applications. Now from here, highlight MySQL Workbench and click this little plus sign. Now highlight MySQL Workbench installer and click this green arrow to move the installer to products to be installed. Do the same thing to MySQL Shell. After you made your selection, click next. Now we have all the three products ready to be installed. Now we can click execute. Now click next. Click next again. Under type and networking window, you can leave all the default as is. Click next. Authentication method. Use strong password encryption for authentication, which is the recommended one. So leave as is as well. And click next. Here you can create a password for the root user. Here under MySQL user accounts, we are going to create one new user. So click add user. Here specify the username and host name will be localhost. Click localhost and you can choose the role of the user. Click this little down arrow key and you can choose from the list. The authentication method is MySQL. Now create a password for this new user and click OK. Click next. Under Windows Service window, leave all the default one. As you can see, the standard system account is selected by default and this is the recommended for most scenarios. So click next. Here under Server File Permissions window, since this installation is for training and learning purposes, leave all the default as is. Now you can click execute. Click finish. Click next and click finish. As you can see, the installation is successfully completed. Now we can minimize the shell. As you can see, the MySQL Workbench is the graphical user interface tool for MySQL. Now to interact with the server, click the local connection and enter the password for the new user. Now from here you can create database. To create a test database, click this create a new schema icon. Here you can give name to your schema and click apply. Click OK. Here it says review the SQL script to be applied on the database. If you want, you can make any change from here. Then click apply. Click finish. Now you can see the new schema that we created. You can click this arrow key to see the database objects, and you can create tables by right click, or you can write the script yourself as well.